Hello, teacher. Good morning. How are you?
Morning, guys. Great here, waiting for you and the class. What about the rest? How are you? Okay.
Hi, teacher. Good morning.
Good morning, Barbie. Nice to hear you. Christopher Rodan is here. Diego Isaac Bañuelos is here. José Roberto.
Hello, teacher. Good morning.
Morning. Guys, I already sent to your mom's cell phone, moms and dad, depending who is in the group. I already sent out the infografía we are going to use in this. No, sorry, the next week. The next week is our participation with the infografía. And like I told you the last time, the infografía is about rules for climbing. Okay, so your mom and dad have this infografía in their cell phones. So how are you doing on your videos? No one did the video? No, no one? A ver, chicos, contéstenme. ¿Nadie hizo el video de reglas? For example, Kevin, select ajedrez acuático, Vale Poker, Sebastian Basket, Ingrid Folklore, Leti Mejali Box, and so on. Ah, no, yes, I'm just asking because no, no hurry, Kevin. Just asking how you are doing because you know that is part of our project for this week. Yes, to have something different, to do this, and obviously presented, okay? Because that is the objective. Objective. What? What happened, Barbie? Well, I didn't send any instructions uh, on the group. I don't know how is that, Barbie. But you have the instructions because last Thursday, remember that I was telling you, you know what, we need to do a project like a video, TikTok, or well, you are very you that you like to do these kind of things and you like to watch memes and etc. memes. Okay, so I told you create whatever. It can be a video, can be a TikTok, or something else. Yes, so hoy. Just by any chance, who is Brett Quillo 805? ¿No? ¿Quién era? Ay, creo que salió aquí. No estaba aquí. Espinos, Ingeniera Tamara, Sebastián, Pedro, Leti, Denis, Anuncela, Coronado, Christopher, Carolina, Bárbara. Uy, ¿se salió? Ah, Sebastián. Ok, Sebastián. Thank you.
Profe,
Dígame.
dice mi compañera Ingrid Espinosa,
Ajá.
que tiene problemas con Zoom.
¿Cómo, cómo?
Que tiene problemas con Zoom.
Ah, ok. Pues sí, aquí la sigo esperando. Sí, digo, de eso no hay inconveniente. Yo lo sigo aceptando.
Ok,
¿Sale?
gracias.
Ok. Well, students, remember that we have this project of uh, making and creating your video. Yes, because uh, we need to complement this lesson with, obviously, with your video. Yes? All right. So remember that is very similar to the unit, basically the unit 9 that we're checking, this one, that is for rules. Okay, and you remember we check in the book rules for climbing a wall. So I told you.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. So I told to your mom and dad in the group, you have to print out the infografía, yes, and paste it in your notebook. So that one, the infografía that your mom and dad have is in their cell phone. Please print it out and paste it. In case that somebody, like, for example, I don't know, in the case of Barbara, that maybe your mom and dad erased all messages, okay, just tell me so I can send it out one more time. This infografía. Okay, so we are 22. Okay, guys. So here we are with your workbook to complement the lesson. Of course, Vale Rojas, to complement the lesson of must, mustn't, have to, and don't have to. Okay, so somebody help me. Kevin, we were in page 37. What was the last exercise that we checked? Kevin or Barbie or somebody tell me in page 37, what was the last exercise, the number 1, 2, or the number 3? No, alguien ayúdame, ¿en qué ejercicio nos quedamos del workbook de la página 37? 1, 2, or 3?
3.
Okay, so we are solving the number 3 or we solved?
Solving. We solving.
Ah, okay, so we go to the number 4, yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you. All right. So here I need the participation individually, yes, of each student. In the exercise number 4, yes, is telling us, write sentences about James, then complete the table with sentences about you. Okay, so this is individual. Okay, Jose Roberto, no problema. So the question is, what did you have to do when you were younger? James do sports and didn't like it. Okay, that is affirmative. Second, eat everything on my plate at meal times, and that is negative. Go to bed at 7:30, and that is affirmative. Wear my brother's old clothes, and that is negative. And walk to school with one of my parents, and that is affirmative. Okay, so we have to write sentences for James. Yes, according to James, and using the modals for obligations and necessity. Modal of obligation, remember that is must. Yes, modal of necessity is have to. Okay, so right there we have the number 0. He had to do a sport and he didn't like it. Okay, why? Because it's affirmative. And obviously it was necessary. All right. Okay, number 1. Eat everything on my plate at meals time. Okay, so that one is negative. How you are going to write this sentence into negative? Eat everything on my plate at meal times. Give me some options, students.
He don't have to.
He, okay, let me write it with color blue. He doesn't, because he's a singular person. He doesn't have to eat everything on his plate at mealtime. Great. That will be the complete answer. He doesn't have to eat everything on his plate at meal time. Yes, he doesn't have to. All right. Written the number 1. Yes, Max. Ready. Okay. Number 2. Go to bed at 7:30. It is an obligation, and that one is affirmative.
We have to go to bed at
It's not
6.
necessity, it is an obligation. So what is the word that we use for?
Must.
He must, exactly. So the number 2 is he must go to bed at 7:30. Okay, that is the obligation. Okay, number 3, wear my brother's old cloth. That one is negative.
He doesn't have
To what?
to wear my brother's old clothes.
Okay, great. He didn't have to wear his brother's old clothes. Negative, sorry, yes, negative, sorry, and in past. He didn't have to wear his brother's old clothes. It was not necessary. So every time that we have necessities or necessary things, yes, we are going to use have to. Yes, and every time that we have an obligation, we are going to use must. Okay, must. All right, the number 4, the last one. Walk to school with one of my parents. That was an obligation.
He must.
He must. He must walk to school with one of his parents. Correct, guys? So I'm repeating for you one more time. Have to is necessary. Must is an obligation. Now, you. Ahí arriba donde está el de columnas, arriba de las oraciones azul que hicimos, okay, there is a column that says you, individually. Yes, and this is personal. Okay, number 1, classify the sentences affirmative or negative. Okay, so for example, do a sport I didn't like. That one for you, okay, don't answer me. For you is affirmative, put a tick. In case that is a negative, cross out. Okay, so this one is personally. Next, eat everything on my plate at meal times. That for you is affirmative or negative, guys?
For me, it's affirmative.
Okay, so ticket or cross it? Okay, the next one. Go to bed at 7:30. Affirmative or negative? Está bien si coloco what, Kevin. No, Kevin, because we are doing one by one. Okay, so the number zero with the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that is the form that you practice if these sentences were obligations or necessities. Okay, next, wear my brother's old clothes. That for you was affirmative or negative? And the last one, walk to school with one of my parents. Affirmative or negative? Okay, so now that you classify, it's your opportunity for you to write where is under you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes. If you select the number 1, affirmative, okay, so you have to write, I had to do a sport I didn't like. In case that you had it negative, I didn't have to do a sport I didn't like. So according to your personal classification, yes, write sentences to your personal classification, okay? So this is personal. Ay, vale, Rojas. Well, it's because your mom, I don't know. I try to understand your point and I try to understand your mom's point. Well, yes, particularly in this place, Africa, the economic conditions are super bad. So, yeah, I mean, many children in this place don't have food to eat. And well, here, Mexican people, you, your family, and many families, well, we have the chance and the opportunity to have food, and we are in a physical condition acceptable. So maybe your mom is trying to tell you, you know what, Vale, comprende that the situation that you have is privilege in comparison with the people in Africa. So yeah, I mean, um I will say to you that maybe talk to your mom. You know what, mom? I'm satisfied. Let me keep this portion and later I eat it. Okay, but promise to eat it, all right? Because yes, to well, we say in Spanish desperdiciar, to waste food, it is bad. Or well, for example, uh, uh, sometimes here in my house, if I don't eat something, for example, but a very, very small portion, I give it to my dog. Why not? Well, my dog is another member in the family, and I prefer to give this food to my dog that my dog can eat it and not to put it in the trash can. Okay, so that can be the explanation I can give you. All right. Okay, ready, guys? You finish? Okay, ready. Well, let's go to the exercise of vocabulary there. Below, complete the block with the words in the box. Champions, fans, prize, professional, take part in tournament. Students, do you have problem understanding any of these vocabulary words? Students,
No.
no?
No.
No? Okay, guys. So let's start. Remember that I've been telling you my recommendation is when you select one of the words that you say, this is the correct one for the number 1. Okay, cross the words. Yes, so then that is going to give you precision when you answer these kind of exercises. Okay, so anybody has one a word acceptable for the number 1, let me read. Now, when you read also, you have to read the complete sentence. Example, my friend and I all love football. We are of Manchester United, Arsenal, and Liverpool football fans. Football clubs, sorry. So what is the correct answer for the number 1?
Friends.
Exactly, gave you the answer. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is what I do. Okay, every time I am sure I select the correct word, I cross out. Ahí está en la pantalla. I cross out, so I don't repeat the word one more time. Okay, so that is helping you a lot. Continue. Every week, we watch the matches in all the big football competitions. We try to answer the question, who will be the this year? Somebody has one option.
Champion.
Champions.
Champions. Let me check if you are correct. Champions this year. Excellent. We don't always agree. We love watching the big, like the World Cup.
Tournament.
The big what? Sorry?
Tournaments.
Tournament. Let me check. Excellent. Like the World Cup too. We also in football esports competition online.
Take part.
Good, Kevin. Take part in football esports competition online. I am not very good at them, but one of my friends is. He won a in competition last month.
A prize.
Prize.
Perfect. He wants to be a esports football player when he is older. What is the last one?
Professional.
Professional. Good solution, guys. Okay, you are copying the answers. You say present. Diego. Kevin.
Present.
Present.
Bárbara Odette.
Present.
Javier Sebastián.
Present.
José Roberto, present. Espinosa Triay.
Presente.
Tamara Renata.
Present.
Denis Natanael. Brittany Odette.
Present.
Peter Pérez.
Present.
Dani Alexa.
Present.
Leti Ameyali.
Present.
Fernando Daniel Chavero.
Present.
Excelente. Rodrigo García. No, Rodri. Max Hurtado. Yes, he's here.
Yes, here, I'm here.
Rosa Valeria.
Here, teacher.
Reina is here. Eder.
Present, teacher.
Luis Fabián. Yes, Luis Fabián is here. Sebastián Víctor.
Present.
Christopher Abraham. Ingrid Arlet. Carolina Ramírez.
Present.
Ángel Venegas Gómez. Ángel Díaz. Adriana Camila. ¿No, Adri? Okay. Thank you. Okay, guys, here we are. Next activity. Okay, next activity right there in the vocabulary. We mean to finish this one because it was finished last Thursday, but for some time we didn't finish. Ok, so rapidísimo chicos, en esta semana tenemos que trabajar los videos para que el día jueves los proyectemos aquí, ¿sí? Y mandemos esa parte y pues también nos den likes ahí en la página del liceo, o tú misma le das like a tu compañero o compañera, a ti mismo también, ok, y pues bueno, vamos haciendo ese tipo de cosas distintas, ok. Again, another exercise, number 2, use the words in the box to write the professions of the famous people here. If you are not sure, here the book is giving us the opportunity to investigate the information in the internet. So in case that somebody wants to investigate the information using phone or using computer or laptop, you can do it, okay? To help me out really, really good and fast. Okay, so right there we have different professions. Diver, okay, dive, golf, photograph, run, sing, ski, and swim. Okay, these people are famous sport people. Tom Daley, United Kingdom, is a diver. What about Michael Phelps? Somebody knows Phelps' profession?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
What is the profession?
Yes.
Swim.
Swim.
Okay, but in this case, it's a person. So how do we say the person in the profession?
Swimmer.
Swimmer, exactly. Number 2, Irem Derishi, Turkey. Maybe you don't know, investigate this person. Yes, investigate this person on your computer or cell phone.
It's a
Easy.
singer.
She's what?
She's a singer.
Singer. Excellent. What music does she sing? Pop? Rock? No? Okay. Tina Mays, Slovenia. What is her profession?
Es no.
No? Skier. A person who ski. Usain Bolt, Jamaica.
Run.
Runner.
Runner.
Run.
Sebastián Salgado, Brazil. No?
No.
A golf?
It's a
Photographer.
photographer.
No.
And John Ram, Spain, golfer. Ok, chicos, acaba la primera sesión. Los veo de regreso a las 10 de la mañana. Sí, 9:50. Sí. Ok, 10 minutos de break. Ok, and see you in a moment.